What is up, guys? Welcome to a new small video from my flipping adventures. I'm not gonna throw so many numbers around this time. I'm just gonna talk a bit about what happened since my last video. I have been experimenting a bit with making shorts, both on YouTube and on TikTok, and I think I'm gonna stick with this longer form of content because, yeah, it didn't take a lot of work to make those small 8, 10, 12 seconds videos, but it also felt a little bit, it felt like a task I had to do every time I sold something, and of course it's only something I should do if it's funny to do, but yeah, after the first 50 or so short videos, I don't know, it didn't seem interesting enough to do, and you shouldn't care about the comments on them, but they were surprisingly I don't know, not friendly. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with this longer form content on YouTube and see how that works. Also, I only have to record a video when I actually feel saying something and report on what new things happened, and I don't have to make short videos every day. So what happened since the last time I posted? So the last time I posted a short video about selling toys, it was a very edited style of content. I scripted some of it, and it didn't feel very natural to make. So I can't promise I won't make that kind of content in the future, but for now it's more pleasant for me to just record and talk and don't make up a lot of script and such. But yeah, so I have been selling a bit more in January than I did in February. No, I've been selling a little more in January than I did in December. In December I made around yeah, in December I made around $650 in profit. That's after I subtract my expenses for the storage unit and for packaging all these boxes and bubble wrap and such. 650 is not a lot, but it's fine with the time I put in it for now. And in January I made just under $700 in profit. I also had to make I made a bigger investment in postage shipping equipment. I bought a few more cardboard boxes, and I bought a few different types. I can just show some of them. For a while I've been using this kind of box for books and games and such. It's a little big, but I also have I'm selling books that are quite it's just one of mine that I'm reading right now, but this kind of book can't even be in here. Yeah, maybe it just can, but not every book is just a small pamphlet. So it's nice to have this with enough room so 99% of the books I'm selling and every game and DVDs and such can be in here. So I use that a lot. Also, I have let's see here, I bought some smaller rectangular boxes for small figures and such. They cost like half the price that I paid for the first one I showed. So yeah, it's more obvious to use this, and I hadn't had these small boxes before, so that's nice to have that possibility. I use this kind of box for selling shoes mostly, and things that can be in the other two options. It's like 15 centimeters high or something like that, so it's it's perfect for most shoes. If I sell bigger boots or something, I use the one size bigger than that. I have a few left of those and I don't use. It's them up there. I don't use much of them. I'm surprised how many money you can use on you know, packaging inside the boxes, bubble wrap and paper and such. But every time I use it, it's mostly for a little more expensive items, and you know, that way I can, when I'm packaging, I'm thinking, oh geez, this is a lot of bubble wrap I use for this. It's you know, going out of my profit margin. But on the other hand, you know, if I use $1, $2 or $3 on making the item secure, and I'm making like $20, $30, $40 in profit, it's okay, and I shouldn't cry about that. So yeah, if I just take you over here, I can show you what I also got. I got this Brother label printer, and I'm very happy to have that. It before I got one of these empty pockets. You can rip this off and put it on a cardboard box, and I printed a QR code I'm getting from the shipping company, and I put inside these. So to ship before, it required I had one of those, and I used a A4 paper I printed out, so I'm using a lot of ink to do that. But now I can just print a small label with the QR code and stick on, and it's both much quicker and much faster to do. So I'm very pleased that I got the label printer, and I only paid, it's a used one, and I paid, you know, like $40 for it. So, and it had a few rolls of paper coming with it, so that was nice. In one of my earlier videos, I talked about buying you know, 77 pieces of clothing in one buy, and I have done something like that again. I have bought 330 something badminton clothing, all new with tags on. I paid something like 47 cents a piece, and I'm already selling a few of those. I listed them, some of them individually to begin with, and yesterday I found out that it actually was a bit quicker to sell them if I made packages with 2 or 3 in them. So I've sold 2 packages already with 2 shirts in each, and today I put a package with 3 shirts, polo shirts, up for sale, and within an hour I had an offer on them. So yeah, I think that is the way to continue from here on. Is to make packages. Also, when you have 300 something, it's getting the stock down more quicker. Yeah, I'm selling, you know, I'm paying 47 cents a piece, and I sold, let me use the calculator here, I'm selling them for between $10 to $15 each, so that's around $9, $10, $11 profit a piece. And with 300 pieces, that would be, hopefully will be a few $1,000s in profit. So yeah, I made the deal with a local thrift store. They had got like this 5, 6, 7, 8 boxes of clothing in from this brand, and they had a hard time selling it. And one day when I was down there, I just spoke to the people working there and asked them if there was any way they would be interested in selling all of it. And they got the store manager. She was busy in the store next door because they were expanding to that. So she was in there, but she got hold of me and she offered to sell it all to me for $158. And I quickly said yes to that, not knowing how many pieces there were, but she, in front of me, she counted one box with just in one box there were 40 pieces, and with 5 to 10 boxes at least, there would be hundreds of pieces of clothing, all brand new with text. So I just said yes, and when I got home and counted it, I got it to 335, which turned out to be around 47 cents a piece. So hopefully that will make my investment back quickly, and yeah, throughout the spring and the summer, they will sell pretty quickly. Yeah. So yeah, February are off to a great start. I'm usually on the first of every month I pay for my storage unit, and the first goal of mine is always to bring that cash back in and to make a profit, because that's the only real expense I have. I know I have for shipping equipment and such, but hopefully I don't have to buy more of those this month. And we have the 3rd of January, sorry, the 1st of February today, and I have grossed around $142 already. It only comes out to a profit of $19 this far, because I also no, I didn't take a loss on any of those, but I sold some of these things for not a big profit, just because it was some old things I had. But with the badminton shirts picking with the badminton shirts selling, hopefully in a lot faster pace now when I make them into packages of 2, 3, and 4 pieces. Hopefully February can be a very, very good month. So yeah, I'm not nearly there with paying off my car yet, but we're getting there slowly, and at least now the flipping side of things are paying for the monthly payments on the car. So some way the flips are paying for the car already, but the dream is to, you know, get a sum of money and just pay it all off in one transaction. That would be nice. So yeah, I in the last video I said something about not working too much. I did that for a few days, and then I went to the thrift store again because I just couldn't stay away. I was bored as hell. So yeah, hopefully I will have some luck in selling these lots that I bought. From my first lot, I have only sold 1 jacket yet, but with the spring coming, hopefully I will sell more. It was the black windbreakers and training jackets in one of my former videos, but I made a nice profit on the one I sold. I can't remember, I think it was around $15 in profit. So hopefully that will pick up as we get into not this winter weather we are having right now. So yeah, that was all for now, and hopefully I will see you soon.